and welcome back to the 2021 National Amateur Disc Golf Tour Championships presented by Met Center. We are in Austin, Texas. I am Nate Sexton, joined by Jeremy Koling and Paul Ulibarri.
We had a very exciting front nine with two players, both from South Carolina, really emerging as the two guys in the back nine who are battling for this title. Brent Hannu shooting 7 down the front nine, leading the way as far as that front nine, but still in first place is Micah Groth, holding on to a 2-shot advantage with 9 holes to go. Calvin Pettigrew, tall, powerful. He is 7 back and he is in third place. And rounding out the card, we have
Matt
Hannu. Or there was a Hannu and a Hanne.
Hole 10, par 4, 606. Another kind of sparsely populated woods hole here with just a little bit of trees. So the rough, not really a big factor. See if these guys can avoid the early tree hit at only 606. I feel like if you hit that first gap, get off the tee, you're in play for birdie.
Yeah, and Calvin and Brent here, it seems like they've been hitting these gaps really nicely.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Like just lacing them.
Yeah, Brent hasn't hit a tree on this front nine that I can remember. And we're on the back nine now, and he still hasn't hit anything.
Micah, I like how he's been throwing it super low and controlled. It looked like his angle control is really nice. He has a short, compact swing. And
Matt Hanne.
I mean, he's still playing solid. He was in fourth coming into this back nine, and if he can hold on to that, he's going to be super happy. I mean, what was there, 1,200 players?
1,268 players across a bunch of divisions here in Austin.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent here to emerge in a fourth place, almost podium finish.
It's over 300 players in this division alone.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you can definitely hang your hat on. See what I'm saying? This kid is just lacing those kind of tight lines. I like that a lot.
Wow.
Oh, what a shot. That is every bit deserving of a birdie after that drive, hitting an early tree, just smoking that second shot. Wow.
Needs help. Yeah, kind of caught the left side of that tree, kicks him a bit. That's going to be, I'm going to say out of birdie range, he's going to want to just lay that up. I do like this hole because even if you get off left or right, you still have a chance to shape a shot into there to see what kind of shot-making skills these kids have. And
that was shaped perfectly.
Matt shows that he's got that good touchy sidearm.
Gosh, the big drive here.
Brent, can you keep that hot hand going?
These kids are so good. It's like one moment they're going to throw backhand through that gap. The next they're throwing sidearm anhizers.
I mean, Brent's throwing the forehand flip up, the forehand anhyzer, backhand, hyzer, big putt. He's really shown the whole gambit of skills in the front, and he's going to get one stroke closer to Micah now. And
one stroke game.
It's going to be a battle back and forth the whole way, I imagine it.
What a birdie save.
You don't hear birdie save too often, especially in the amateur ranks, but that was 400 feet roped down the dead center of a low ceiling tight line.
And then no real skip because the angle control is so good, even on the fast disc.
That was sick. So bogey free for Micah, but that's not necessarily enough to hold off that charging Brent, who is now 8 under for the round through 10 holes. Just absolutely killing it.
Moving on to 11, par 4, 660, going slightly uphill here to start. Similar feel to the previous hole where these guys got to just get out off the tee with as much power as they can, then get over this long grass area to find the green.
I feel like this so far is a perfect course for this division, just totally making sure that they have to place their drive, hit initial gaps, and then have some sort of touch into a green. I feel like we're definitely seeing the best players in the division just because of how fair so far the course has been.
And another essentially perfect drive. I mean, that's right there, that pinch in the fairway that you want to land.
That water very close to the basket, though. So these guys, every extra foot you can get can really help you
Yep.
And you don't want to get unlucky like that. Hopefully he's got an unobstructed swing from there.
Well, he's shown that he's got the forehand backhand combo, so he'll be able to lean out one way or the other.
Surely.
Ooh, a little misfire, I feel like.
A little high, yeah.
All right.
Maybe a bit inside as well. Okay, so with perfect drive for Brent, this is a big one here for Micah. He's going the wider route.
Lace.
Yeah, he hit it a little harder.
And he's going to have maybe a tree in the way on that hyzer side, so he might have to go flip up straighter shot for the second.
See if Calvin has some more magic for us.
Wow.
And yeah, back in bounds.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that left side is actually out of bounds. I think it's just tall grass.
Okay.
There is that water in C1.
And this is another big shot for Micah. And drifting it from left to right on perfect angle inside the circle.
Wow.
Pro level shots. I mean, high pro level shots, not just getting it done pro level shots. These are like really impressively thrown.
Yeah, Nate made a good point, though. You don't want to leave yourself those 30-footer after 30-footer after 30-footer, and that's exactly, I feel like, what Micah's doing. He hasn't given himself that absolute park job that I can remember in a while. He's having to make, like, at least a 20-footer on every hole, and that can be taxing coming down the stretch.
Certainly.
But both him and Brent have proven that they're, you know, putting well today. And if Calvin and Matt had made all of their putts, they'd be right there as well. I feel like that's been the separator so far.
Brent.
Good effort.
Yep. Good height. Just drifted a bit.
Yeah, it didn't look like his comfortable angle. I think he would want a little more hyzer on there, but because of the out of bounds left. Sit.
Yep.
Yeah, and there it is.
That was the first opportunity that Micah's had really all around to get a stroke on Brent. And look who's getting a stroke on the card. It's Matt. And he is now just one shot back of Calvin.
And 3 birdies in a row.
And, you know, we talked about that 10,000 for first.
Whoa.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
The National Amateur Disc Golf Tour is disc golf's only nationwide tour dedicated to amateurs, aspiring amateurs, and future professionals. With events in nearly every state, including Hawaii and Alaska, the NADGT allows amateurs from all over to compete against each other. Whether you're thinking about trying to play some tournaments, or wanting to take that final step to professionalism, the National Amateur Disc Golf Tour is the best place to look for the most fun and competition in disc golf. For more information about the tour or the season schedule, go to nadgt.com.
Brutal spit out there. I mean, that could cost you. That could cost you on this big of a stage with only 7 holes left. Hole 12, par 3, 270. Out of bounds on the left-hand side, out of bounds on the right-hand side. You're going to have to be extremely accurate to put this one close. I think they're going to try to play it short, maybe to that 30-foot range.
Yeah, because out of bounds just long as well.
Exactly.
And we have got a tie at the top, guys. Ooh.
And that's perfect. That's exactly to the fat part of the green. Well played. You know who his form reminds me of? Kind of an old school player. One named Bobby Music.
Ooh,
All right.
Jazz, we called him because he was smooth.
Brent putting the pressure on again. Absolutely parked here.
It's a scary putt coming up for Calvin. See how Micah reacts to that drive from Brent.
There is the
Pretty
park
well.
job that he's been waiting for.
Yeah.
Last hole.
That's a nervy little putt there too because of the last hole, I feel like.
Look at that. Oh, my
Good
goodness.
stroke.
Yeah,
It
for
really
sure.
was.
With that creek right behind the basket, that was a good effort. But Matt with a chance to tie up for third, and he's low. And just a formality for these guys. These are tap-ins.
It's easy to forget. Easy to take for granted all we've been given. It's not about brands, teams, or titles. It's about coming together and remembering. It's about building opportunity.
Make sure and check out that brand new documentary highlighting the Paul Macbeth Foundation's first course installation project in Baja, Mexico. Hole 13, par 4, 509. Very short par 4, but with OB down that right side at the creek the entire way. Placement key.
This is tied for the 4th hardest hole in the course here, Nate. This is 4.28 average, and this winding creek is going to play a lot of tricks on these players as they're driving it down this creek, snaking down the middle.
And little tiny island green. You really can't even go at this unless you get a good drive.
And first tree we've seen Brent hit. Oh, okay.
Good kick, I think.
Wow,
I think
he
it was a great.
stayed.
Yeah, I think that was a great kick because now he'll even get that meter off of that, and that'll put him directly in the middle of the fairway.
That would have been such a bad first kick of the round to take if that had gone OB, but he stayed and bound by inches. And Micah, not the greatest drive, but
Gets away with it.
yep, he'll be on the left side of the fairway. Might be opened up for that approach.
I like this.
Yeah, that's a good angle out of the hand from Matt. Yeah, that was beautiful. He's really trying to track down that 3rd place. It looked for a moment early in the round like he might be falling back, but he's right there.
You could definitely tell that the nerves were taking a hold of him on that front 9.
I can't believe that we haven't seen that from all the players, really. I mean, the fact that Micah and Brent have really shown incredible poise. It doesn't seem like these guys know that they're...
Oh, no.
Don't... Okay, well...
What kind of play does he have for the green from there is what really matters. I mean, that's a terrible kick. Not a good shot.
But he's tight on the right side. There can't be much of a play.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a forehand. It must be a forehand.
I would honestly think he was just trying to lay it up, too. He wasn't going for anything crazy, and then just a brutal mistake.
And this is big here because it looks like...
This has to be in bounds.
Okay, well...
Really well done.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That is skinny. I mean, I don't even know if I would have gone from there.
Yeah.
Maybe a smart play would be to just play it to circle's edge, try to make that putt, but then you bring the OB in again. So I'm glad he went for it.
Look at this.
Yeah, and Brent playing some match play. Yep, and why not?
And with a little fist bump. I like that little gamesmanship coming at you, Micah.
Interesting. Opportunity to potentially grab 2 strokes, but...
I mean, and look at this attack mentality that he's had through the whole round. Sees the situation and says, okay, I don't need to attack to get my stroke, to get my lead here.
And Matt's just kind of diming right now.
Yep, he's definitely showing off all sorts of angles with the forehand and backhand. It's an onslaught.
Might not at this. Oh, I thought it was really running it a little bit more than it turned out to.
Big putt from Micah. Delivers, saves the bogey. Bogey, par bogey, though, in the last 3, and that's gonna give up that lead. And another birdie here from Matt, who has brought the noise here on the back 9. This is good stuff here. He's gonna tie Calvin now for that 3rd place spot. And he leapfrogs him. I forgot that early
Calvin
OB.
had the OB off the tee.
Yeah, and we said $10,000 for first. There's $5,000 cash. This is not amateur merchandise bucks. This is $5,000 for second, $3,000 for third, I believe, $2,000 for fourth. I mean, there is big money to be won here.
And another thing included, the winner here gets 10 paid entries into the 2022 Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Second place gets 5 spots reserved. They're not paid, but reserved for any Pro Tour event. And third place gets 3 reserved spots. So there's a lot for that podium finish here.
Yeah, a chance to just be seen. The coming out of the gates to even get into one of those tournaments is going to be, especially moving forward, it's going to be extremely difficult for these young kids to do. You're going to really have to start earning your spots on the Pro Tour.
And $250 entry fee for the Pro Tour. That's a big sponsorship. And shout out to Zanfel for coming up clutch on that $2,500 sponsorship to whoever wins this.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys are just itching to get into those tournaments.
Come on. Matt, he hit a tree, but he landed in the middle. That drive there for Brent is off to the right side a bit.
So they're all playing this stall hyzer to try to break in front of those trees and get to the middle. And
Looks like Plinko's the play.
not for Calvin.
Yeah,
Calvin's got the Calvin Destroyer, it looks like.
He's boosting up the turbos. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that thing went.
He's got the zippity doo dah. Yeah, he's got that extra 5 to 10 miles an hour on the release speed. And is this low enough? I mean, is this too low to get the skip? Yeah, it is. That high grass gobbled it up, and maybe that's because he took his glasses off and we saw his eyes for the first time around. I don't know if that was a good idea.
Important shot here to get back into that tie. Oh,
yeah.
I like his chances.
I like the shot from Micah.
Really in a great spot, but that seems like a misfire to me.
Yeah, slow down. No, that's
Way out of bounds.
dang. And that's, Matt doesn't want to get third place because of mistakes, but he doesn't hate to see that either. There's a big time difference, $1,000 between third and fourth, and also those 3 reserve spots.
Oh, nice little stick.
He's still got 40-something feet to work with on that birdie putt. Or is it a...
It's a birdie putt,
It
yes.
is a birdie putt, yeah.
Ooh, a little more distance than you would like for your par.
That par putt comes low, and Calvin's kind of feeling those wheels falling off right now. He's gotta dig deep. Big moment right here for Micah coming up. Can he tie it up? Oh, it's actually Brent still.
Pending this putt.
No
I
kidding.
mean, he's got to make this.
Wow, yeah, he does.
Oh,
Big
so
delivery.
smooth.
that was really beautiful. Good pace.
That does not look like an amateur who has a one-shot lead with few holes left, putting for par.
Kind of looks like a guy practice putting in the backyard. Like
Yeah.
he looks that
Yeah,
locked in. He's just
no
kind
doubt.
of strutting up there, grab it, on to the next one. It's pretty impressive.
Well, there's the bogey birdie stretch for Micah. So the last 5 holes, he's at even par, and that's enough to lose the 2 shots to Brent, but that doesn't really hurt him because they're tied now. And just a few holes left. We are, man, my palms are sweaty watching this right now.
Par 4, 434 feet. Tight gap to start, and then breaking out to the right. Going to be just important to find that position to where you can access this open area with your second shot. If you're pinched off, you're just going to have to pitch out.
Sidearm skippers. Flex.
Ooh,
Super
it's over-
overstable.
Overdone.
Oh,
No.
okay. That door just got a lot more wide open. I mean, huge mistake to make there. And that's a bad one there as well for Matt early.
All right, let's see if Brent is up for the challenge. A little nose up. I don't know if that's going to make it. Yeah, you guys got to remember, these are amateurs playing hot potato with 10 grand.
Hot potato. I don't want it. You have it.
It is. I mean, these guys, these are feelings that they've never
Ooh.
felt before.
Wow, that's how it's done.
I mean,
And so this is the process, right? This is exactly what we would expect, honestly. I mean, these are tough shots.
This is by far more pressure than I ever encountered in my amateur career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's only one situation in your life where you've played for this much money.
Somewhat true.
I mean, like, yeah, have you won more than 10,000 more than once?
No, but I have played for it quite a few times.
Okay,
Just didn't
sure,
win.
Sure.
Oh, I've played for 10,000 almost every year that I've played disc
Yeah,
golf, and
yeah.
I still have not walked through that door. This was zip, though.
Wow, what a recovery shot from Micah. It's going to be, well, okay, so it's Still work to be done, but it was definitely not a bad effort after going out of bounds.
Found maybe one of the tougher spots on the green. This is also looking to go over there into that low ceiling area.
A little short. So Calvin there with the big drive and Matt with the early mistake and the short second shot. This is an opportunity for him to get back in it. That's just a bit long. It's safe. And Brent knows that Mike is in a tough spot. This is an important up and down.
You're the ice cream man in the back, guys. Stay focused. Stay focused, kids.
No way I'm staying on the course. I'm chasing him down.
Oh.
And the accordion continues.
Wow.
That's not cool.
No, it isn't.
That is not cool. That is a very unfortunate catch or a miscatch. Or as I called it, Des Bryant. He didn't catch it.
But he did, kind of.
Yeah, it should have. I only make that joke because we're in Texas. And anyways, that's a big putt there for Calvin. So he's leapfrogging. Oh, no, he's not.
Do you mean to say Calvin? Are you talking about Brent?
Oh, I'm saying Calvin is now tying. I'm talking about the battle for third.
Yes.
But that ties him. Okay, so the 2-shot swing there. So we've got 2 battles brewing up, first and for third place. And I mean, yeah, 3 holes to go. This is special stuff here.
You know Brent's brewing something up for a time, this kind of pressure on the line.
He's not drinking in water. He's drinking coffee.
No. Give me a dark roast and make it bold because I got 3 holes to go for the biggest win.
How much coffee beans you can buy for $10,000?
Just think about this. These guys, whoever wins, they're going to have to win the United States Disc Golf Championship, the World Championship, or
their failures.
The Pro Tour Championship in order to beat what they did as an amateur.
To beat their first cash of their career.
Like, it's only downhill from here, guys. Sorry, boys. Just kidding.
Yeah, but that was not kidding around is Calvin's unfortunate drive where he has gone OB early and
oh boy.
No way.
That's the first real mistake drive we've seen from Brent.
That's a huge mistake.
With that 1-shot lead with 3, Micah's licking his chops. He's going to play that super safe onto the right side.
If anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's flexible.
I mean, that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. There's so much room over there.
Yep. That is the mistake to make. If you're going to turn it over, at least you're in bounds and you're not taking that penalty stroke. And this is a big drive for Matt now.
Got the turn at the top of the flight. That's what you need to see.
That's a big drive. Right there in the middle into the short grass. That is a huge, huge situation for Matt to step up and make that drive. And this is going to be a re-tee for Calvin. Oh,
yikes.
Boomer, though.
Yeah, I'm making the most of it, but I mean, that is a tough pill to swallow here with 3 to go.
Talk about a tough pill. He's going to have to really get accurate right now. He really needs to put this one close. And that's
this is
not
scary.
Good.
This is going left okay. All right, he's safe, but he's going to have a long putt for the par. And if he doesn't get that par, Micah gets the birdie here. If he can get up and down.
He's done well with his turnover. It's maybe a little low.
He's been throwing that shot, that angle, well all day long.
That's another
Scary
tough one.
Putt.
Both of them have it, I think. That uphill, nothing behind it but air, edge of circle type distance. Kind of putt that wins you tournaments.
Yes, they both have that putt. They both are stepping up to championship putts. Calvin needs to get this one up and down to give himself a chance going into the final 2.
Looks like he's going for the low ceiling skip.
A little bit wide right, but good angle. Yep.
We got exciting putts coming up.
Yeah, we got 4 of them coming up.
Wow, this is way shorter than I thought.
Never mind. No, this is not a championship putt. This is one, you can't even take that risk. You just got to take your bogey and hope that Micah doesn't make it.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
No way.
That is not what you want to see.
Oh, no. Okay, that just got really interesting.
Yeah, hot potato, boys. Okay, Calvin's got to run this.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, there's
no conservative. Yeah, and
that's rolling.
yeah.
Okay.
So can Micah collect himself after that roll away? This is a huge putt.
Oh, that's brutal.
I'm gonna throw up.
No stroke gained
I'm gonna throw up. That is not.
after the out of bounds drive.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, that's a sick double bogey. That was sick. I mean, he's in a situation where what else can you do? You have to just go full send. But I'm not.
Yeah, but if he doesn't
yet.
make that, he's redoing it, and then it's redoing it again. I mean, that can easily get out of control, and that's just a nice little Band-Aid there.
What is Brent thinking right now? He
cannot believe that he didn't lose a stroke here.
or two.
Yes. And for Micah, just a backbreaker. Once you make the decision to lay up,
Yeah.
now you're like, okay, I'm just going to take my one shot here, all good. And then you hit that hillside a
make
little
the
bit
putt.
wrong. You roll down, and you pretty much make that putt, but it falls out. That is really kind of a potential backbreaker. Confidence, attitude-wise. See how he responds here on 17, par 4, 614 feet with the OB just everywhere on this hole, all right behind the basket, wrapping around the whole fairway. A ton of pressure on your placement.
That looks beautiful.
I think it's too much
No?
turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good kick.
All right. And we have the pretty definitive safe call there. I don't know if he's a spotter or just really enthusiastic, but either way, he is definitive with the safe. This is low.
I like it.
Okay.
Skipping.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Low, but blitzed. I mean, that is a lot of power for a line that's coming out of the hand just a couple feet off the ground. Micah needs something special here with two to go. Brent in the fairway. He's got to go shot for shot with him and just.
Got to do a little better than shot for shot.
Yeah.
Got to find a way to claw one back.
Well, when Brent's right in the middle of the fairway, how can you do better than that for the time being?
Honestly,
Yeah.
with how nervous these guys are playing right now, I feel like a birdie is enough. A birdie and then a par, and you're going to have your winner.
And Calvin's showing off the nice forehand skills, but another OB drive and another long putt for the par. Matt, the chance to pretty much lock down that third place if he can just keep these next two this shot in bounds. No. Okay, yeah.
And how important is getting this shot close? I mean,
Well, this is that match play thing you're talking
you
about.
just don't want that 35-footer with the OB right behind the basket. How close can you push it? Pretty close.
We've seen that
25
putt missed a
footer.
lot today.
There's OB right behind this.
Yeah.
Can he get it closer?
This is a big shot for Brent. And
Yeah, I mean,
Circle.
yep.
those are good.
Okay.
Those are good shots. Oh,
Really?
oh.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe the gap's a little bigger in person than it looks like on video, but my
Does that stay in
goodness.
bounds? Oh no. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, Calvin, he drains this. Matt's looking at a double bogey. Okay, so if Matt can make that, he'll stay at just one shot ahead with one to go.
Who putts first? Micah up
Okay, this is the match play moment.
for birdie.
Gotta make it. That was a smooth delivery.
Wow.
That's huge.
That does not look like somebody who's just had a couple of spit outs and somebody who just laid a putt up and rolled away, made it, and it fell out. That was a very composed putt. This right here,
to maintain the lead.
you can see the nerves. That is a longer routine than we've seen.
He has to make this right here. Okay, in.
Gutted. And a 2-stroke swing on the 17th hole. And everything that he has fought for, coming back from so many strokes back to start the round. What was it?
Look, at least it's not the 18th hole. He's still in it.
Yeah, he's got to gather the nerves.
Oh my gosh.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I feel like we need to be doing more of these tournaments, guys. This is exciting stuff.
It is.
I remember a pro finish where I was this, like literally my knees weak and palms are sweaty.
Look, if you put $10,000 on the line, I don't care who's playing for it. I'm excited about that.
Exactly.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to see people react to the opportunity.
Yeah.
Can seal it here.
Yeah, this is if he puts us close, it's over. I mean, barring an ace, this has got to be
This
close.
looks great.
Wow.
Micah, that is pretty close.
Yeah, it is.
If Brent can put it closer.
If he can put it closer, that's a
yes.
extremely difficult putt.
And look, with that bogey, he still is second on the box. He's got to do it right now. This
Looks
is inside.
early.
Little tree hit.
Kick. And so looks like there's a little bit of indecision. There is an out of bounds line on that right side. I don't think they know if it's out of bounds or not. And Calvin, yeah, he needs that. That is very close. So now, Neil, the pressure is on Matt. A birdie here, and he'll take third place. Oh, wow. What a drive.
You know what?
Oh, my goodness.
After his slow
Well
start,
done.
yeah, Matt
Ugh.
really played well in the middle stretch of this round.
Okay, so Spotter was not able to make a call. This is a provisional from the drop zone.
I mean, if he's not in bounds, it's tournament's over.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is okay. That's I mean,
It's a great
good shot.
It's
Sure.
a great shot.
And
I mean, he didn't move up very far at all.
we'll give him the follow flight. He earned it with a nice shot, but I mean, he's hoping that this follow flight won't be necessary. And so the group deliberates, and there are flags. And oh my goodness, they are really getting down. Oh my gosh,
Out
of bounds, and that means that Micah Groth from South Carolina will be your 2021 National Amateur Disc Golf Champion.
and continuing a tradition of like 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds
Yep.
coming out and winning this huge event.
Yep.
Incredible battle. Both of those guys played their hearts out today.
And that putt right there secures a third place finish. Oh,
I don't know, man. There's a lot of other cards on the course.
well, at least secures that he is third on this card.
Here it is.
But there is the tap out of our champion.
2021 National Amateur Disc Golf Champion and proud winner of $10,000, Micah Groth.
That's a big check. That is a big
Wow.
check.
And that's a big smile right there.
What a round. What the colors in the back nine will tell the
you want to
story.
know what $10,000 does to people? Look at the color.
Wow.
Look at the palette we were able to
Unreal.
paint with out there.
But I mean, that's the path you have to take in order to, get to that open division and start battling with the, big time players. I mean, you have to make those mistakes, learn from the mistakes, then repeat those mistakes again.
Yes.
There's no other path. It's very rare that you have somebody who comes straight up in that division and just has none of that, kind of brutal last hole scenario.
Gosh, I sure wouldn't know what that was like.
I mean, even
everybody goes through it, I think.
Even the great Paul Macbeth had a tough finish at the World Championships, lost in a playoff.
Yep.
And now he's the GOAT. So,
Yeah.
Brent,
Well, I just got to give a quick shout out real quick to Joseph Anderson, who shot the hot round of the day, and he actually is the player that moves up and takes 3rd place finish. So he will have 3 reserve spots next year. Brent will have 5, and the champion Micah Groth 10 paid spots in the Disc Golf Pro Tour next year when he is 16 years old. $10,000 is going to help him eat a lot of food on that trip.
Congrats to all the players, and just a great job to the tour getting 1,200 plus players out late in the season. I hope everybody had a great time doing a big disc golf trip. That's how it started for all of us, and that's how hopefully it starts for these guys, taking the game more seriously, playing all over the country. It was a pleasure to do the commentary for this final round. For JomezPro, for Paul, for Jerm, for myself, thank you guys so much.
See you in 2022.